This Tim Albright with AVNation with an AVNation special, taking a look at the AV Network Nation event happening December 10th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can join me and my buddy Megan Dutta. Go to avnetworknation.com. Get yourself 4.75 CTS-RUs. One of the panels that I'm going to talk about is networked audio security. And with me to talk about that is Ronald Russo from Shure. Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Hi. How you doing?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. So over the last, let's say 20 years or so, Shure has evolved and developed a number of software platforms and software products. Obviously, you guys are known for high quality audio. You have a number of networked audio devices, including a number of award-winning stealing microphones. So let's talk about, the approach that Shure takes to network audio and the security of that audio.
Thank you. That's a great question. Well, what we want to provide is primarily quality. We want to provide high quality audio to our endpoints. And what we've seen in the market so far is that these products have been placed in different enterprise networks. So security is something that is really coming into the mix of not just being able to provide high quality, but also to be able to provide it in a secure manner.
So when you guys start talking with and you start educating your clients, the dealers and the integrators that are putting these things in, what are some of the hurdles that you have to overcome to help them understand the necessity of that security?
Yeah, it's really important that while security is a concern for us and it is a focus for us, that doesn't mean that we set aside the best practices that we know. It's important to use all of the tools available to you, using access control lists, using VLANs, keeping the firmware updated, and using good internal procedures that secure the product. Once we have those implementations and we feel the customer has a good security profile, we offer tools such as audio encryption. So audio encryption is one of those last steps that you can take to secure the information that's actually going across the network. So if somehow a bad actor is able to penetrate all the defenses, all the firewalls that are in the customer's network, we can still protect the audio by using encryption. So our products implement a point-to-point encryption using AES 256, which is a well-understood encryption algorithm, and we provide that point-to-point between the Shure devices. Now, that encryption is on the audio payload, which means that this can traverse any network. It's agnostic. It's just that the information is actually encrypted so that if somebody got it, all they would get is encrypted data. And so this is one of the things that we provide through many of our discussion and many of our products that do network audio.
Very cool. Ronald, you're a global product manager, and as such, there is something that folks may not know about product managers, and that's that they're constantly looking for feedback. And I hesitate using the word feedback with somebody from Shure, but I'm going to nonetheless. And yes, that was a horrible dad AV joke, but that's okay. One of the things, though, is you look for feedback, though, is from the clients and from the field, right? So talk for a second about that feedback loop where you guys are either you've already deployed something or looking to deploy something, whether that's security-wise or it's a piece of software. What does that conversation look like and that two-way communication look like between the field and you?
Well, definitely. That's one of the things that we pride ourselves in Shure is the relationship that we're able to develop with our customers. And that the relationship comes about with actually going to the customer sites, understanding how they use our products, and understanding some of the problems that they're dealing with and how Shure can come in and be a partner. So I always look at as our customers as partners, because they're the ones that help us develop some of the products that, we're well known for, because we take into consideration what they're doing, because their success is our success. If they're successful, we're successful. When it comes to audio encryption, I'd like to share a little story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, when we were working on one of our wireless products that does have encrypted audio, I was at that time I was working as an engineer for Shure, and when we engineer was just kind of focused on the problem at hand, not maybe really thinking about the applications. And I had a conversation with the product manager at that time that told me that there was a Hollywood big production that was very concerned about people picking, listening on the wireless microphones to try to figure out what the script of the movie was going to be. And so this customer was really interested in our encryption capability because, they don't want people to get a sneak peek of what the movie is going to be about, that takes away the element of surprise. But it's one of those things where while we're working with the customer and they were, sharing this like, hey, could you guys do something? Because if somebody could listen onto the wireless audio, they could hear what we're saying. We really don't want them to hear the lines from the actors. And so, when future happened, and then we developed the encryption. And so that's one of the use cases for, having encryption because it keeps your secret.
I like that. It's a fascinating story, especially a direct feedback from the end user and from the field. Ronald, before I let you go here, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you. One of the things that, at least in the States, and I know this happens globally as well, as different governments sell off different pieces of technology. You mentioned wireless encryption. What are some of the challenges that you see coming down the pipeline for the AV industry, maybe in the next year or two, that folks like you guys at Shure are able to help their dealers, overcome?
Well, it's one of those things that keeps me up at night because we have policies that are being generated in Europe, some that have been generated in the United States, that they all have the intention of protecting the end user, right? So, but it's important to understand where the technology is at, what the technology can do, and how we can uniformly move the technology forward so that it does take into some of the considerations with privacy. And then sometimes you have governments that have the specific policies that impact the technology that we can use. Spectrum management is still a big deal. We use encryption, so that's something that's sensitive to between governments also. Right now, it's really a challenge because some of the specifications or recommendations that we have are not gelled yet. And so we are trying to always have a finger on the pulse of the industry and, always thinking about what's the next thing that's coming and how our products can be agile in this environment. So agility is very important. Getting feedback from our customers. We have customers that deal directly with the government. And so they come to us and say, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. What can you do for me? And, as Shure, we really value our relationship with our customers. So we're always listening, and then we're always trying to adapt to see how we can best serve not just that one customer, but the entire industry.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys have got a lot of different governments to keep track of. So yeah, you guys have got your work cut out for you. Ronald, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to talking to you and the rest of our guests on December 10th. If somebody wants to contact you or get a hold of Shure, how do they do that?
There's two ways. One, you can obviously contact Shure through a web portal, but we have a email. It's called productsecurity@shure.com. So if you have any questions or concern, you can reach us at productsecurity@shure.com, where we have a dedicated security team that deals with issues directly with security and networking. And then I'm involved with that team also from the product side. So we really focus on security. It's something that's important to us, and
Yeah.
we're glad to get your inquiries.
Excellent. And what is that email address?
Productsecurity@shure.com.
Perfect. I just want to, I like saying it more than once. So, Ronald Russo, thank you
All
so
right.
much from
Thank
Shure.
you.
For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. But honestly, in this week, go to AVNation, AV Network Nation, avnetworknation.com. Register for the AVN2 event. Hang out with me and Megan Dutta and Ronald on Thursday from 9 to 5. Get yourself 4.75 CTS RUs. avnetworknation.com. That's avnetworknation.com.